everyone, welcome back. Outdoor Inspirations, Kevin with you at Adcock's Nursery. And we got two amazing weeping form Japanese maples to showcase with you today. I'm glad you're here because we're excited. This one is Tamukeyama Japanese maple. So this lovely bird that's singing right now, singing a song, this joker is amazing just due to the foliage color. Deep red, burgundy, power, statement, color contrast, the whole shebang. This has got it. Slow growing Japanese maple, kind of an archy, weepy shape, natural shape to the foliage and the structure of that plant. Grows to about 10 feet, 6 to 10 feet tall and almost as wide. So dealing with a tremendous specimen to add in any kind of Asian themed garden, a specimen in a front door setting, any kind of specimen, this is the one. Even in containers, put it in a nice large container, right? But you know, these are slow growing. So this one right here, you know, I'm 6'4" or so, so this one has to be at least 6 feet tall, not. So this is probably about a 4 foot, 4.5 foot tall. It's in a 20-gallon size. So what does that mean? 20-gallon is a pretty good size. Al, if you can check the bottom right down here. So this is a 20-gallon. And this, how long did it take for this tree to get this large right now? About 10 years. So you're looking at a 10-year-old tree, and it's only 4.5 or 4 feet tall. So that tells you it's very slow growing and very expensive. So this 20-gallon right here is going to run you about $400. So it's not cheap. So you got to have a great place, and you got to baby this plant very well because it's an investment. You know, all plants that we talk about, it's an investment. It's an investment in your landscapes, your well-being. We get back what we put into these plants, right? So back to this Tamukeyama. Amazing cut leaf foliage. It's delicate, it's deep lobed, they call it. And look at the striking deep fuchsia red branching, and all this new foliage is very crimsony. And then as it matures off, it goes to that nice burgundy color. This Tamukeyama likes moist soil, and if you're gonna put it in a container, make sure you water it 2 or 3 times a week because it needs moisture in the roots, especially during the summers, okay? Like I said, it gets to about 6 to 10 feet tall and wide, so give it some room to fully mature, but you got plenty of time because it's a very slow grower. So this could look like this at the end of this season, maybe only growing a couple, 3, 4 inches. So you've got a lot of time to adapt this plant into different areas of the landscape. So you could start it as a container plant, and then as it grows a little bigger, outgrows the container, move it into the garden and give it a nice presence, a nice space to really make a statement, right, in your landscapes, because it is so unique. And you can plant stuff underneath that's low. You can put just rocks for an Asian type themed garden. There's a lot of things to make this stand out, and that's what you want in this plant, is to make it a specimen and make it stand out from everything else. So it gives it the justice it needs, and it's a pricey plant. So anyway, just wanted to show you this one. It's Tamukeyama, and it is deciduous, so it is going to lose its leaves, but you will have this really unique structure of the stems and branching. So it is going to look interesting even during the winter. And I'll tell you one thing too, landscape lighting, if you can light these up, if you have a backdrop, say a wall structure behind this, and you're lighting against that, it's going to show that unique structure on that wall even larger with landscape lighting. Really cool effects you can make with this plant at night even. So day and night, you got something really interesting to add some nice dimension to your landscape. By the way, press play shirts into house. Check it out. Check it out, Teespring. This is the Press Play Comfort Tee. And people think that you're supposed to put them on like this in the front, and it's not. Paul, shout out to Paul. He sent me pictures. They printed these damn things wrong. No, Paul, it's this, man. It's a new style. Okay, next on the list, Veridis, Japanese maple. Now we're going to show you a green one. It has green foliage, similar foliage, deep lobed, very intricate leaf structure, right? So super unique again, and similar structure. So this isn't a hugely, well, I guess in Japanese terms, Japanese maples, you've got the really low moundy types, and then you've got somewhat moundy, and then you've got true upright Japanese maples. This is the medium, kind of moundy, but still uprightish, if that's even a word. So, you know, your Tamukeyama and your Veridis is that intermediate type structure where it's kind of moundy, but kind of trying to grow upright. If that even makes sense, I have no idea. But once again, 6 to 10 feet tall, about that wide, and it wants to mound. It's very general in its structure, so you won't get a perfect 1 liter, you know, branch. You're going to get branch. Uh-oh, where did that come from? But that's the unique and cool thing about this plant, is that it's going all these weird angles to make it interesting. Once again, specimen by itself. Please don't put these together by itself. Specimen, let it be unique, let it have its own space. Put them in containers. You know, where do I plant these? Containers is a great place to start. On your patio, front porch. But remember, part sun, dappled sun, always, okay? Any of these Japanese maples, always part sun, okay? And then start it at a container, and then once it gets growing, you know, it's a slow grower, but once it gets outgrown for that space, now move it to in-ground and put it over there at that nice water feature area that you have, you know, next to the garden pond, koi pond, Asian theme, rock work, stonework, accent, cha-ching, just beautiful accent. And it is deciduous, so it is going to lose its leaves, but it has a really nice structure for the winter. So it's going to give you some winter interest with the structure of the plant alone. So, you know, people always scared, oh my God, the leaves are going to fall off. Who cares? It's going to be awesome. Enjoy it. Most plants have life cycles. They can't hold on to leaves forever. It's not in that DNA. Let it go. It'll come back. Have some patience. We always tell our landscape customers, have patience with plants. They're going to start this tall. Have patience, because they will get that tall. No, I want it 20 feet tall now. Do you have $20,000? Because that's what it's going to cost. Like this size here, it's $400. It's a 20 gallon. And this is about 10 years old, this plant. So have patience, please. Japanese maples grow slow, and people actually enjoy that aspect of a plant, that it grows slow into a space and not ginormous in a year or two's time, where you're like, oh my God, I planted it way too close to the house. Now we got to cut it. John, we got to cut the tree down. You just planted it there. So choose the plant for the space, right? How many times has your neighbor cut down trees because it's next to the mailbox, and in the mailbox is coming out of the ground, or the driveway's heaving, hoeing, coming over a hump now? Plan your trees according to how they grow and the size limit of those trees. Man, design first, people, please. By the way, this shirt is fire. Cha-ching. Check it out, website. Anyway, We love Japanese maples. This is your intermediate, kind of weepy, kind of uprightish. It doesn't know where to go, and we love it for that. Veridis, tremendous plant to add to your landscape. Hey, again, fall color real quick. Fall color is amazing. So it's going to turn from this green to a very yellow golden fall color. You know, Japanese maples are known for fall, tremendous foliage, and that's just another great aspect of this plant. You know, all things grow with love. We love you. Please comment if you have any questions. Hit us up and we will help try to answer those for you. We love our subscribers. We love our green thumbs. Hey-o, where are my green thumb people at? Anyway, can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace out. We'll see you next time.